Yo guys, what's going on? Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get some free magazines and free ammunition in Escape from Tarkov. Now, there's a whole bunch of different methods we could use, and I'm going to use a couple different ones in today's video, but anything is subject to change in the future. Prices could change, methods could change, whatever it may be. So if it doesn't work in the future, I do apologize, but keep up to date with the channel. I always have different kind of guides for you guys to make some money and a whole bunch of other ways to get some free gear. Or if you just want regular Tarkov content such as raids or how to level up skills and certain other guides, make sure you sub to the channel, man. Once we hit 1,000 subs, we're also going to be doing a hardcore playthrough. Going to be super fun. So let's hop into it, man. I'm going to start the video with something I already purchased. Not something I don't usually do, but it's kind of for an example. We have an SR25 here that I purchased for 59,000 rubles on the flea market. You can see the price is roughly the same, but what you want to do is, this is one that I targeted in my very first video, I think. I might have also did the Acez, but I made a video on my main channel a while back, a couple wipes ago, where I was actually sniping some of these marksman rifles to get the 7.62 ammunition and then also get the magazine, since the magazines are actually fairly expensive. So I'm going to show you guys that I purchased this for 59,000 rubles, and when you go to sell it to mechanic, I think you do not get the full 59 back without the magazine. Yeah, you get about 58,000. So we're about 1,000 rubles invested into this magazine and ammunition. I'm going to show you here that this actually only has M80 in it, so it's not the best, that's for sure. But we have 1,000 rubles invested right here. And I want to show you what these actually resell for. This is a 30,000 ruble magazine. Now, for Peacekeeper, it's 23 USD. I think that's like, when the conversion's done, maybe 3,000 rubles. But if you don't have this unlocked, you don't have Peacekeeper high enough, or just whatever the case may be, in this rare instance that you can't get these and you would be forced to pay the 30,000 per magazine, you'd be profiting 29,000 rubles in theory. Now, we also have the 20 rounds of M80, which you can purchase directly from Peacekeeper. 20 times 3 is going to be 60 USD, and then 23 on the other one. I think it was 23. Let me double check. Yeah, so we would be looking at about 83 USD. You have the 60 for the ammunition, and then the 23 for the mag. So coming over to Peacekeeper and seeing the 83 USD conversion, get 83 here, you have about 10,000 rubles in the trader price of gear for 1,000 rubles. So you guys can see here that, it's not necessarily free in this instance. I'll show you somewhere it is free coming up very soon. But in this instance, you're paying, you're getting 90% off. And that's at the trader price, not the resale price on the flea market. So with these magazines, sometimes they're hard to come by, and it's pretty easy to find an SR25 for 59,000. Somebody who's just going to undercut. The only thing is, you have to make sure that you are looking for the ammo in the magazine. Now, you could do this with other weapons, I guess. But there's none that I really find profitable. Like the Acez, you need to have it in like 70,000, and they really just won't get that low. They're too good of a weapon. And then not the VSS, the M1A, you have to get a bit lower, but you can check all the magazines. Like this one's not loaded. This one has 9 rounds. So maybe if you could spot one with, let's say you find one that has M61 in it, then you'd be saving a nice chunk of change there. But you'd have to look in the magazine physically, which you can do. I want to show you that just in case anybody might be interested. You can actually pop the magazine here, and you can see that these are probably just M80. So, you can do that. Just know exactly what your ammunition looks like, and you'll be good to go on that front. But SR25s, coming back to it, here's one that has no magazine. This one would probably still be profitable, actually, just as it's gone already. But you could have profited on it most likely. You got to make sure that you have a whole entire weapon here too. Make sure nobody's stripped off the mag. Don't purchase this one. This stock is worth a lot less. This is from a raider, I do believe. So there's just a whole bunch of little small things in here that you have to know about. But if you do the research and, you sit here for a couple minutes and try to find one, you definitely can. While we're waiting for the SR25s to kind of do their thing and restock a couple extra, I want to show you guys a magazine from my Rap Money series that we actually use to make a decent bit of profit. And that is the 75 round magazine. So right there, we just purchased one for 18,000. These are getting sniped a little bit more since I made my video. There's a lot more people actually doing this method now. But these magazines spawn in with the T45 tracer rounds for 7.62 by 39, I think it is. Yeah, 7.62 by 39. So we purchased that magazine at 18,000. The magazine actually only resells for roughly 16 something, 16.5. With the ammunition in there, I think we would probably profit unless there's only 2 bullets in there. Yeah, so we would profit. You can see 21,267 rubles on that. But if we go ahead and empty out that ammunition, oh, this actually has US ammunition in it. I think it's a bit stronger actually on the flesh damage. So that's actually kind of nice to see. But the magazine itself is going to be worth, see here, 16,240. So for that ammunition right here, which we could just profit on and buy another ammunition. You know, you could sell this ammo and then you could buy another ammo, which in that case, it would be 100% free. Or you could just use this US ammo, which you paid significantly less for. For 67 rounds, we paid roughly, let's see, what do we pay for that? For 67 rounds, I think we paid, you know, 1,500 some. And then 67 rounds, you know, would originally cost you the 10,000 rubles once again. So, you know, this is a way of getting free ammunition. In the 2 cases I've showed you, it has not been actually 100% free. But knowing how to get the ammunition from magazines in the flea market is actually super, super important. So getting that US ammo is actually a nice win there. That would, you know, make me very, very happy if I was, you know, hurting pretty bad. But here's a magazine for 12,000, you know, 14, 15, 15. You know, this is part of my Rat Money series. I did this method a while back already. So if you're following that series, you make some easy money. Right here, just flipping this stuff in the flea market. Let me make sure there's none hiding up here. You know, we're making 4,000 rubles here, and that could allow you to, PST GCH isn't bad. So we just made 4,000 rubles. You could buy, you know, 50 rounds of this and go into a factory and get a scavs kit and then go from there. So this would be all free ammo right here by just flipping on the market. So following the Rat Money series would actually be very beneficial for you guys. But knowing what magazines have ammo in them is also very beneficial. If you want to kind of get some lower magazines, sometimes these just 7.62, the 10 rounders, they will be listed for like 400 rubles and you can get some really cheap ones that way with ammo in them. But you know, kind of learn your magazines. You have one right here. That's just going to be regular PS rounds. I don't know if this is going to be, you know, profitable or not. But it's just another example from the Rat Money series that I show you guys. Let's see here. Paid 1,000 for it. You know, we made 23 rubles. I think you can buy at least 1 round of something with that. But there's a whole bunch of different techniques, man. There's a lot of potential when it comes to the flea market. Another good one is actually the 74U, I think it is. What actually happens with the 74U, I think it's still classified as an assault rifle. Yeah, it is. Let me double check on that. Yeah, so it's classified as an assault rifle, but there's a couple different AK-74Us that you get from Proper. One's right here. It has 30 rounds in it, so we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this one. And I forget what the ammunition is. I think it's either BS or BT or BP. It's BP. So we got 30 rounds of BP right there. Let's go ahead and sell this AK back. We'll go ahead and go to mechanic. Paid 20,000 for it. We can sell this to mechanic for, you know, we'll just call it 18,000. So that would net us 30 rounds of BP ammunition for 2,000 rubles. 30 rounds at the current price would cost you 12,000 rubles. So that is just another example. Knowing the market. Now, if we do Proper's price, 30 rounds would cost you 12,000. So knowing what weapons come from task guides, or not task guides, task as rewards that are loaded, or just in general, that AK, every single time that you get that specific AK will come with BP. And that's a Proper task reward. You can also actually get them in scav cases, and they will come loaded if you get that specific AK. It just comes that way in that little variant of it. So, you know, little things like that are things to look out for. Some people just simply don't know. And that's one thing that you can really take advantage of in multiple scenarios when it comes to different items. We have one here. This one's going to be loaded. We're going to take this one for 17,000. We might actually profit on this one. So once again, we have our magazine. Unload that. It's BP once again. So we have another 30 rounds of BP. We paid 17,000 for that one, I think it was. Go into mechanic. Now this AK is only worth 12,000. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna be taking a lot bigger of a hit here. We paid, you know, 4,500 for that ammunition, but it's still actually profitable when you go and look at the actual retail price of the ammunition. I showed you guys there's about 10,000 rubles worth of ammunition. Even being at the lower prices, 300 some on the resale, you're still making money there. You're still getting 6,000 rubles cheaper than you normally would. So it's just an example. Sometimes you'll make money. Sometimes you will just get it for free and that'll be it. You won't really get much profit. Sometimes you lose a little bit, but in hindsight, you're actually getting a lot more bang for your buck when it comes to actually getting more ammunition. You can do this with any of these weapons as well. Some people load these things in raid with ammunition. Sometimes you find BS ammo in raid, but usually you won't see them load the ammunition per se. You're probably just going to have a lot more people, knowing that BS is worth a lot if they're loading it into their mags in raid and not just being ignorant. I mean, there's a really good one right there. That's already gone, though. That would just been for profit. But guys, it is super easy. It is one right here as well. This one is unloaded, as you can see. That one is unloaded. But there's a whole bunch of different examples here in the flea market. So that'll be it for now. If you guys want more information, stuff like that, feel free to leave a comment. I respond to most of them. Specifically if you guys have a question, I can respond to them. If you guys, need more guides or you want more guides, I should say, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This video is a little all over the place. I kind of lost the explanation half of it towards the end, but hopefully everything did still make sense. Like I said, if anything's unclear, just drop a comment and I should clear it up for you. So that'll be it for today. Make sure you leave that like, subscribe for new sponsors and equipment in the description below. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out.